What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Double M Motorsports. Today we start getting the car stripped down so we can start making the changes we need for next season. All right, we have got her pretty much stripped down. I'm gonna take off the nose still. Okay, I'm gonna make a new bottom piece for the nose where it got dented in this year. Mostly from just being, I was sitting pretty low, and Springfield keeps a pretty big berm on their track. So that's what all that damage was from. So I may try to raise it up a little bit, raise the nose up a little bit to where I'm not dragging on there. But car is stripped down, doesn't take long at all. Next I'm gonna pull out the, get everything taken off the motor, and then this is the 305 of Michael's. So we will get this thing pulled out of here. All right, just from what I see so far, this is the engine that we made it a lap and a half at the turkey bowl. That is totally loose there. This is cylinder number, let's see, maybe 4. Cylinder number 4 there. That's off of there. And I can't tell anything from looking inside of there. I want to save it. I want to pull this out and take it up to the shop so the boys can all experience and see what all broke in it together. We got that, and then I've never seen this before. The top of the push rods broke off, and the bottoms. So on cylinder 3, it's still got the bottom on that one. So cylinder 3, the tops of the push rods broke off. That's just a keeper for the spring, for the valve spring. So yeah, something bad happening there. But we'll save that for another video. We'll get it out of here. I won't be able to pull it tonight because I just realized that I did not bring my lift plate, and I want to have that lift plate to get this thing out of here securely and safe. So, but I'll have everything ready to go. Guys. Get this thing started up. All right, I've pretty much got everything off that I can get off with the tools that I have here. Some of my specialty tools are in the race trailer still. I'll take the flex plate off and the hub adapter once I get the motor out. But everything is off and loose back there, ready to go. I got the water pump off, got the fan, all that stuff off of there, and the pulleys. I've got to get my Allen wrenches so I can get that bottom pulley off. And then I have got to, once I get the motor out, I'm hoping I've got clearance to get that bolt out. I can't get this top bolt out to get the power steering pump out. I got to take the water neck off. That one's mine. But everything's unhooked. I've got to take the motor mount bolts out, and then I'll take the motor mounts off once we get the motor out. But everything else is stripped. She's ready to go. Got the nose off, front bumper. My plans for this off season, I'd probably need to get some new springs. I've just got used springs on there that I scavenged together through donations from people that's helped me out this year. So probably get some new springs. Would like to try to figure out somewhere else to mount this shock. This is the front right shock. And you can see this, it dents the tube there. I don't know how well you can see that or not. But we flipped the shock upside down, hoping it was going to correct it, and it's still going in the corner. It still dents that tube. So I've got some shock mounts. I don't know if we're going to try to come off of maybe, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do. I've got to figure out a way to get it maybe on the back side or the front side. But, I mean, really, you don't have a lot of room. I could mount something there and then come off and try to mount it through here, but I'll have to do some research on that. So springs, I'd like to get some of those. The steering box, I'm pretty sure this thing's just barely working. This is a GM steering box. It was leaking. I don't have very, I've got power steering, but it ain't great power steering. So I may look into one of those. Those are expensive though, so I don't know what we're gonna do there. And then as far as that, everything else is just kind of maintaining. I need to, the drive shaft and the transmission are out. I took those out at the Turkey Bowl for James. He was having transmission issues, so I took it out in case he needed to use it. They wound up not using it. So those are out. Transmission's fresh. It's ready to go. Drive shaft, I need to get new bolts for back there, U-bolts. And I think that's all that needs. And then I may look at shocks. We'll just see how much money we got this year. I mean, hopefully getting a new power plant, and then we'll see what kind of sponsorships we can wrangle up this year to help get us started. But hopefully that is all. I do want to get new headers if I do get a new engine. The headers I got on there, this side's fine, but the other side just shoots straight out, and I would like it to go, I'd like it to wrap around and go back behind the door there, kind of shooting down towards the ground a little bit. But other than that, that's all the progress. She is a bare chassis besides the decking and the roof. Everything else is stripped off of her, and we're ready to get to work. So we'll be back to get the motor pulled out and see where we're at from there. What is up, everybody? It has been a few weeks since we've been back out here working on the car. We got a lot of snow in, let's see, this is like January 7th, January 8th, somewhere around there. A lot of snow. So me and Kenzie came out here. I'll show you some clips. We went rode the four-wheeler around in the snow. She did some sledding. And I figured while I was out here, I was going to get this finished up, get the engine pulled out, all the accessories taken off of it, and get it ready to go back to town to Dave's shop so we can pull it apart and see what's wrong with it, or what went wrong with it. We think we know, but So anyhow, let's get the motor out. We'll get the accessories off and go from there. So motor's out, all the accessories are up. I had the flex plate, the hub adapter for the transmission. And then all I had left up front was the water neck, the pulleys, the bottom pulley mount, and the power steering pump. So all that's off and she is ready to go. And we are back to a bare chassis again. Poor car. I think she's set more like this in her lifetime than she has with the motor in her. Since I've had her anyways. But yep, she's all ready to go for us to get to working on her this winter. We've got 2 months to get everything done, so it's time to start putting in the time to get this thing done. So from here, we get everything cleaned up. And then next video, I think I'm going to end this one here, but next video I'm going to look at making a new mount out of the old front bumper. I think it's about the same size, maybe a little bigger than this, but that ought to work good just to make a, I don't know, you guys let me know in the comments what you think would work best. I want to make it this height, so you can see how that's a little taller than that rail there. I thought about maybe coming in with a pipe across here and, you know, doing some upper braces and putting the upper shock mount there and then doing the lower shock mount top side of there, back in here, just somewhere where it's not going to get bound up. It needs to be straight up and down, but I got to figure something out. Or the other option, you know, I can come off the front as well and do a front shock, but I don't really want to do that. The hood comes up here. I just feel like having it in front of the wheel would leave it open to more damage than being back behind the wheel. I don't know, but you guys let me know what you think. So that's going to do it for this episode. Appreciate you guys watching. I know these shop videos and working on the car and stuff, that only appeals to a small select group of you guys. We don't get as many views on those, but that's okay. I don't do this for the YouTube fame or anything like that. I do this to help people out, show them what I'm going through in case they're going through the same things, and you know, for myself too. You know, 30 years, 40 years down the road, it'll be kind of cool to look these old videos up and show my grandkids what all I went through. So, anywho, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, share, subscribe. We will see you in the next one.
Now turn up.